Shout out to Danelle, welcome to MMO Gang. He started using Upwork, which is a freelancing service. I'm not sure what he's doing, but at least he's making some money. Now, although this is a small amount, he's doing a lot more than most of you guys. He's actually doing something. I'd rather get $13 than do nothing, okay? Shout out to Danelle. Hey, it's Poku Banks, baby. Now, today we're in a different setting, a different location. Now, as you guys can probably notice, this is my unique accommodation. So this is where I was staying for the past year. And then COVID-19 came in, so I had to go back home for lockdown. Now, looking at the title of the video, this is about, whether uni is a scam or not. And you know what? I thought that it would make sense if I do this video in my uni accommodation room. Hey, bear in mind, I didn't just come here to do this video. I was shooting a property course with my boy Denzel. Shout out to my bro Denzel, but that's coming out around on the 26th of July. So be on the lookout for that. Cool. So I go to University of Nottingham. I'm in first year going into second year, and I do finance, accounting and management. And now I come from an African household, so if you guys can relate, you kind of understand why I went to uni. It wasn't by choice, it was like a part of the storyline. By the way, I got BBB in A-level. I did maths, economics and politics. Now let me talk to you guys about the common belief around uni. So you need uni to become successful, you need to go to uni to get a good job, and this is what the government imposes on you to believe. Okay, so I've been in uni for over a year now. I just finished my first year, and in this video I'm gonna go over whether you should go to uni, the benefits, the cons, and whether it's worth it. Now to my true fans that I've seen on TikTok, you might have seen this video. You should only go to uni for these degrees: economics/accounting, computer science, law, mathematics, any sort of engineering, any of the sciences, medicine and dentistry, architecture. If your degree isn't there, you wasted 27k. That was like my second video to blow, it got around 900k views, it went on Twitter, there's so many controversy around this video, man, that was crazy. But to be real, I want to remake that video and go into depth, give some reasoning behind my thought process. For example, I left out some subjects on that list because, I want to trigger people, I want to create controversy and get more views, I think smart. Alright, so let's start with the history of tuition fees. Between 1962 and 1998, tuition fees were free. Now, on the 1998 to 99 academic year, tuition fees were raised to £1,000. Let me tell you something, if tuition fees today were £1,000, I'd pay it off straight away, outright, I'll be real, I would love it. But it didn't stop there. So the 2006 to 2007 academic year, they were raised to £3,000. But nope, they didn't even stop there, so between 2012 to 2013 academic year, they raised it to £9,000. And the 2017 to 2018 academic year, they raised it to $9,250. And that's exactly what I pay every year for my tuition. So number one, as you can see, the prices of tuition has raised over the years. So this means people that got the degrees back in 1999 or 2003, they paid a lot cheaper to get their degrees compared to you that's doing your degree this year or next year, who's paying a lot more, triple of what they're paid for. Okay, now let's look into how many people are actually enrolling into uni, how many people are actually studying at uni. Let's see how it's changed over the years. Now, according to ONS, student numbers have almost doubled since 1992. So in 1992, 1 million students were studying at a time. In 2016, there was around 1.9 million students studying at one time. We're now in 2020, so that figure's definitely increased, judging by the way of the trajectory of this graph. So as you can see, when they tripled the tuition fees in 2012 to 2013, less people applied to go to uni. But after that year, numbers recovered, and now the enrollments are on a trajectory going upward. Okay, cool, so now what we've gathered is that the number of people applying to uni is rising, and the price of uni is also rising. What else can be rising, do you think? Let's look at the awarded degrees over the past years. Okay, so now let's look at some basic stats. Sources will be down below. 7% of students were getting a first class degree in 1994. They were rare back then, right? Cool. Now in 2019, 29% of people now get a first class degree. It's becoming less and less valuable. So to put into perspective, for every person that got a first in the 1990s, over 20 do now. This is also known as grade inflation. This is the tendency to award progressively higher academic grades for work which would have got lower grades in the past. So why do they do this, you ask? This is simply because universities need good grades to rank in the league tables. So the Guardian University League Table or the Times University League Table, which you probably use to influence your decision to decide which uni you're going to go to. So believe it or not, these league tables are the best marketing strategy to get the most students. Now the grades awarded affect where a university lands within the league rankings. So if they award more first class degrees, then they go higher up, simple as. Now the problem is that the data within the league tables are hard to verify independently. Nor the government or the universities oversee these league rankings. Also, there's limited academic research to prove the legitimacy of these rankings. But yet, they influence the decisions of a lot of people choosing to go to uni that year. Hundreds of thousands. And why do they do this, you ask? Simply for money. They need to survive with these tuition fees. Please do not forget, universities are corporate entities. So let me summarize in essence. You are paying more for a degree that more people have access to that isn't even worth it at all. This is exactly what the facts and graphs have told me. So now you're wondering what's the next question. How do you get a job in this competitive market? It's all about experience and who you know. One of my guys has been struggling to get a job during this whole lockdown phase. I gave my manager one ring and I got him the job instantly. Employers are starting to care less about grades and more about experience. You know, what hand-on experience I've had within this job role or this profession. If you're looking to connect with people, LinkedIn is your best place. And if you're looking to get some internships as well, LinkedIn as well. You can meet a lot of people there that can take you in the right direction. Believe it or not, a simple degree will not cut it anymore. You need to do some extra things outside of getting a degree to get your job. So for example, networking or doing some work experience. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. I put a lot of effort into these videos, man. We need to get to 100k. Let's get it. Hey, quick disclaimer, if you want to do medicine or pharmacy, just get off this video. Look, you need to go uni for it. There's no ways around it. Like, you shouldn't be wondering whether to go uni or not. Look, you need to go uni, just go. Now, there's two job prospects that a lot of people think you need uni for, but in reality you don't. That's being a lawyer and an accountant. Now, first things first, you can become a lawyer without a law degree. You can simply join the legal profession by doing some select qualification courses. This is to become a chartered legal executive. Far more cheaper than a university degree. If you want more information on prospects.ac.uk, it'll be linked down below. Now for accounting, you know, I do finance, accounting, management like I explained earlier. You do not actually need to do my degree to become an accountant, believe it or not. I didn't know this when I picked this degree, but now I do. There's so many qualifications you can get to become an accountant. So the AAT, the ACA, the CMI qualification, the ACCA qualification. There's so many you can do without going to uni. Now if you're unsure of whether you need to go to uni or not, just go on prospects.ac.uk and then check if your professor's on there and it'll tell you the best way to get to that profession. Now what I'm about to move on to is going to shock you, but student loans, it's not as bad as you think. Now everyone is lying to you. Everyone says they don't want to go to uni because they don't want so-called debt. But in reality, it's not really debt at all. Let me explain why. So firstly, when you're actually paying off your debt for student loans, you pay 9% of your income over £26,575. So if you were to earn £27,000 in 1 year, let's do the maths. £27,000 minus 26,575, that's £425 over the threshold. Now 425 times 0.09, which is 9%, equals, that is £38.25. So if you were to earn £27,000 in a year after leaving university, you will pay £38.25 to repay your loan. So now let me give you another example. Let's say £36,000. So if you were to earn £36,000 in a year after leaving the university, you will pay £848.25. So think of it more as a tax, not a loan. So essentially, the less money you make, the less you pay. The more you make, the more you pay. Now let me tell you something, 30 years after you leave university, your student loan is wiped off. You do not owe it anymore. So essentially, it's a fair exchange. The people that gain the most out of uni, financially, pay the most to contribute to the uni loans. So if you earn £45,000 after leaving university, you'll pay back your loan within the 30 years. But if you earn below the threshold, you have nothing to worry about. Bear in mind, only 17% of people that graduate from uni are expected to pay back their debt back in full. So in a room of 100 graduates, only 17 of them will actually pay back all of their loans. So that means the rest of you, so the 83% of you, will not actually pay back your loans. Furthermore, with your student loan, there's no debt collector, so if you don't pay it back, no one's gonna come to your door rushing you down just to pay it off. And it doesn't go in your credit file, so that means your credit issuers will not know whatsoever if you have a student loan. So this isn't really debt, it's more of a tax. Furthermore, the government projected in 2011 that they'll pay 30% of the student loan book. That number has quadrupled 5 times and now they're expecting to pay 54% of all student loans. So essentially, if you do not pay off your loan, the government will pay it off for you. So this is how I think of it. If you go to uni, you make a lot of money and you pay off your loan, that means you're making a lot of money anyway to even pay off your loan. You know, you're part of the 17% that will pay off your loan. If anything, that's a good thing you can pay off a loan. I'm definitely paying off my loan because I know I'll be worthy when I'm older. I'm definitely paying off my loan. Trust me. So when someone says, oh, I don't want to go to uni because of the debt, they're wrong. It's more of a tax. It's not really a debt at all. It's nothing like credit card debt or auto loan or whatever. So in conclusion, let me tell you why I went to uni. Number one, for the freedom and experience. It's new and different to live in the dorm room. I'm bored of living in my parents' home. I want to live by myself, get my own space. It's a new experience and it's nice to learn how to cook. It's nice to learn how to live by yourself. It's a different experience and I recommend you try it. Secondly, the networking. If you didn't already know, I run a business called Drip Lotto. Drip Lotto is a luxury prize competition where you can win prizes for cheap. I made this business with a friend that I met in uni. So if I did not go to uni, I would not have made this business as it was his idea. I've made some good like-minded friends here, which has allowed me to focus and stay on my journey towards success and wealth. Now the third reason why I'm here is parents. I'll be real. I've got African parents, they expect a lot from me, so I might as well do it for them. It's the least I could do for them. Now, what do I want to do when I'm older? I already do what I want to do when I'm older. Teach people about finance. I'm a trader. I run businesses. I have a YouTube channel. I sell courses online. I already do what I want to do when I'm older. Do I need uni for this? Hell no. And do I want to become an accountant? Hell no. So yeah, I won't really be using that degree. I don't plan on using it anyway. Now, should you go to uni? Let me say this. Okay, so if you're struggling on whether you should go to uni or not, I want you to pose these questions to a friend or to yourself and answer them truthfully. Now, for your first question, can you learn your desired profession without a uni degree? Now, if it's yes, don't go to uni. Why? Because you can learn it for cheaper elsewhere. Now, if it's no, go to uni because, without uni, you can't do what you want to do in life. So, for example, being a doctor or a pharmacist. Now, for my second question, are you excited to experience a uni lifestyle? So, this is partying, networking, and meeting new people and living by yourself. If yes, go to uni. And I'll be real, this is one of the reasons why I went to uni, because I really wanted to experience it. And it's been pretty fun so far. I'll be real to you. Living by yourself, having to cook by yourself, going out whenever you want, all of this stuff, it all comes a part of the uni experience. Now, if it's no, and you don't really care, and you don't mind staying at home with parents and whatnot, then don't go to uni because, again, it's not really on your radar. You don't really care about it. Then don't go to uni because, again, outside of lectures, it's pretty much networking, partying, living by yourself. Now, for my third and final question, do you know exactly how to get to your desired job? So if it's yes, don't go to uni. An example is, if you want to become a real estate agent, you simply just need to get a job at a real estate agency and then you can build your way up there. Or if you don't exactly know what you want to do, then going to uni is wise because why? Some degrees open you up to so many fields that you can then decide later on in life whether you want to go down this route or that route. Now, this is a best out of 3 series. So if 2 out of 3 of the questions asked have the answer of go to uni, then you should consider going to uni. Vice versa. So if 2 of the answers are don't go to uni, then you should consider not going to uni. But that's it, man. It's Poku Banks, baby.